have to win 3. WebbJP, he's got to do it 6 times. Welcome to Grand Finals here at Fusion.exe. The Pokemon Stadium we go for Game 1.
Oh, that LPF shield is gonna slightly clip Lucas. And I think Sans is the answer to PK Fires, something we saw him use against Robin for a similar purpose to get past the projectiles, and that is his neutral B, the Flame Breath.
Yeah.
Seeing him be like full hop into Flame Breath to try to punish the PK Fire.
I mean, that kind of has to be the great equalizer here. And yeah, you just neutral got up into that thing, and Magnet didn't deploy quite enough. PK Freeze as a get back. Why not? Sans, honestly, at the beginning stages of this match, not doing half badly for himself. Might as well go for the Bowser Bomb, whatever. Sit on the bull.
Love that Magnet to sort of get him in his pocket underneath the stage. Because at that angle, you can kind of react to whether Bowser goes high or low with forward air. But Webb just wasn't there fast enough, so Bowser was already going high by the time he got there. It's a good idea.
Ooh, it just set up the smash attack. Yo, he was taking notes from WebbJP. He's like, you know what? I can down smash it like too. It's cool, B. Oh, but you set that right up and an F smash in the middle of the stage. WebbJP swinging for the fences. He ties it up at 2 stocks apiece, but Sans right now, I mean, in the driver's seat. I mean, what's been impressing you the most from Sans thus far?
Just honestly, the way he's been able to like navigate the minefield of projectiles that Lucas will throw out, and just sort of like his really good call-outs on like smash attack. Oh, and with the Bowser Bomb too.
Yeah, actually. Using that wow, okay, you just healed all that right the hell up in jab locks. On that 40%. And I guess if you're saying you really don't have a choice except to use neutral B, I kind of wonder how much of the Magnet is really just going to be a deterrent, because you do have to set up into the method with which you control the neutral on the ground.
Oh, that just carried him off stage. That's
oh wow, yeah. you That was nifty. I like it. I like it. Okay, Webb is off stage. There's a lot of buttons. Yeah, that's a lot of buttons, man. That's a lot of I can't hold that many buttons. Come on. Why would you grab that many buttons?
That was insane. Off of lights, he did like 84%.
Oh, yeah, he was really reaching for the platform there. Not able to kill. Webb able to DI into the corner, surviving at 138 of all percentages, man. He's a fighter, this WebbJP. And he's evening this right back up and indeed giving himself an advantage. Didn't quite have the advantage on the scoreboard there, but he certainly has a definitive one now, 1-0.
Yeah, that was honestly, it was a pretty close game too. Yeah, we'll see WebbJP just be able to clutch it out. I think that Thunder kill into the down smash, that was pretty crazy. The Thunder just literally carried him all the way off the stage instead of perfectly for the down smash kill for Lucas.
I mean, at that point, you might as well take away every single option that the Bowser has, because you don't want to be taking chances. You don't want to chase him off the stage. You want to make sure that he has no choice but to hold in upon recovery. So what do you do there? You try to make sure that you don't even... Because at that point, the Bowser doesn't even know if he's going to be able to make it back to the stage in order to grab the ledge. So what do you do with the ledge? Put a hitbox there. Makes sense to me. And with as long as the down smash stays out for, which like what? It's two separate basically
like,
two separate hitboxes from like 20 to 40 or something like that. Maybe not quite those exact numbers, but
yeah, there's like I think 3 hitboxes for Lucas down smash, and it makes it really easy to hit recoveries at the ledge.
yeah, it's 3 separate ones, and while the numbers, like the exact numbers escape me, it's like frame 20 to about frame 40 or something like that. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'll look it up. Oh my gosh,
No.
WebbJP! Webb, don't do that! Webb! Excuse himself! We just started, man! We just started!
Oh my
gosh.
It's starting again.
Is he about to get something better than a 0 to death? Because he started at a higher number. Sans, you can't let this happen to yourself. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Sans answering back with a very loud back there. Oh no!
Oh.
Trying to go out and give Lucas.
He got it.
Yeah, but then Bowser, that's not the plan. You don't have the tools to effectively get Lucas. Not all my characters do.
I did not realize Webb was a speedrunner. This is news to me.
Yeah, this is a Mario 64 speedrun. We're already at the Bowser fight. It's amazing.
Yeah, kind of amazing. Yeah, really. Oh, wow. Okay, so you stomped that out. Good job, Sans. Now let's see what you do for the rest of this game.
That's a great
You got 2 more stocks to go.
adaptation, because like Webb has been going for those aerials off of ledge to start those really long combos, and Sans realized, wait, I have a move that spikes. I can just, kill you for that.
Nair follows up into the side B, of course. Why wouldn't it? This is Bowser. Yeah, just shield all of them. Why not? He's looking for Dare the whole way. Of course he is. Why would he not spam Dare at the ledge? Come on. He'll do that at advantage or disadvantage. This is Bowser we're talking about. Webb gets the jab into the back throw and looking to finish it off here with the PK freeze. Not going to find it. And Sans, I felt like that was a bit of a risky angle for the recovery, but that might have been for lack of choice. Ooh, and there takes the second stock.
Yeah, that's the benefit you get with So Lucas may be able to heal off the magnet whenever you do Fire Breath, but if you're able to bait out the magnet, you can find openings that you wouldn't otherwise have.
Thunder not quite going to find the mark, and Sans sitting at 146%. This, it's on paper it seems like an impossible proposition, but what do you suppose he does here? Oh, he gets carried off. Yeah, that was.
I think he thinks about his counter pick for game 3.
You might be onto something there, Air Gordon. Oh man, that was tough for Sans. Actually making his way back into this thing. But against all odds, taking 2 successive stocks, and then just, eventually you get carried off. Like, that was basically just Charon carrying you across the river Styx, that PK Thunder. And then you try to make it back. Of course, you're going to hold in. And it was really just a matter of how WebbJP decides to kill you at that point. If he waits on the ledge with the down smash, or, as it wound up being, that dare. That spikes, that kills. It's pretty ruthless there.
Yeah, I don't even think Webb had to go for that. I think Bowser is just not going to make it back the ledge anyways. But he was in the right spot in the right place, and like, might as well down air.
Exactly. If there's minimal risk to it, you might as well just go for the fancy stuff. Why not? It's fancy to me because I'm bad at the game, but nevertheless, here we go. Game number 3. And this could very well be the game that resets the bracket if Sans is not careful. WebbJP looking to make it happen, and I think we called the disadvantage that Bowser had at the beginning of this game. But still, Sans managed to take 2 stocks. What did he improve on in your eyes in game number 2 over 1?
I think, one thing the dare call out was pretty good. It got him like that 1 kill.
Agreed. But I mean, it can't just be these little tick-tacky interactions. Like, something has to be changing in Sans' approach, because we're seeing it relatively even in terms of percentage.
Yeah, that's true. I think the way he's starting to make use of his conditioning, like he's already conditioned him to use PK, the magnet, to absorb the fire red, and now he's starting to cash that in, so to speak, where he's like, alright, I know you're gonna magnet this, so now I'm gonna try to hit you instead. Oh, but that forward air is gonna take it from like halfway across the stage.
Yeah, was that a DI thing? He was drifting for a long time, man. You're not gimping Webb. However, you can... Oh, wow. That connected. Wow.
I did not think that would connect that far.
Yeah, nor did I. Huh. I thought Stadium left its jankiness in Melee, but turns out... Unless I was connecting from... Unless I was connecting from just off of the ledge. I couldn't even tell you. Either way, WebbJP coming back, and then PK freeze sends Sans backwards again. A call back to game number 1, and Sans will eventually take that first stock, but not without a bit of attacks.
That's a rough. Even though the down throw doesn't send him into or lead him to a true combo, throwing PK fire afterward makes Sans choose an option. He either lands and get hit by the PK fire, or he double jumps over it. But now you don't have your double jump. So it can be a rough spot.
Ooh. Neat little setup into the F smash, and WebbJP again has the lead. We're saying this a lot, Gordon.
There's... Oh, not again. Hold on. Wait a minute. Not again. Okay, there. He decided not to go for the double jump this time. Oh my god!
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Got a bracket reset.
All of a sudden, yeah. Don't blink. You're going to miss it. WebbJP takes it 3-0, and yeah, the fact that thing, whoever made back air spike like that, is an absolutely sick human being, and should probably never be let near any sort of public institution. But there we are, I guess. It's gonna be that.
Whoever thought of that move came up to Sakurai, like, yeah, I think we should do that. And Sakurai's like, yeah, it's a good idea, but don't go near public institutions.
Exactly. Like, just don't do that to yourself or to your general public. Like, that's just bad PR in general. But yeah, you really do have to commit to that back air, and you have to have that plan in mind generally, because it is committal. You don't really get to auto cancel out of that until, like, unless you're doing like frame 1 or 2 or something. But yeah, you got the spike, you got the kill, and now you got the reset. So it's a whole new ball game for WebbJP, and Sans has a lot of soul searching to do, because there was a lot that went right in game number 2, but 3, man, that is discouraging.
Yeah, a little bit. Like you said, like, game 2, he was like, yeah, he started out almost getting 3 stock, but he brought it back to make it respectable. So you think maybe he could carry some of that momentum, some of the knowledge learned into game 3, but Webb just denied that entirely.
See, you thought that, but you were wrong. So that's their problem to sort out, I suppose. And as we and I will remind you all, last week was a very similar situation where we had a guy making a run in loser's side, and then wound up taking the entire tournament. So last week it was Raptor, and this week it's WebbJP. And I will say, last week Raptor won grand finals on a reverse from the loser side, and by a total accumulation of 6-0. Will history be repeating itself here in grand finals, in true finals, shall we say? WebbJP taking the first set 3-0. And now Sands has to dust himself off and get back into the ring. Doc Lewis, that avatar is just looking a little bit. I don't know if you saw like the eyebrows just kind of curl up like sad, but that's kind of what I'm seeing right now from the Doc, unfortunately. I don't know if it's just me, if that's a figment of my imagination, but that's kind of what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so just for reference, WebbJP lost in the match to make it into top 16 winner side. And since then has been in losers for the whole tournament. So he's having quite the run.
That's right. No, he's absolutely been the taker of souls in top 16 after losing to Ludwig Frog, of all people, and not a bad showing from Ludwig either. But yeah, taking the only person to take a set off of WebbJP so far. The list of victims of WebbJP includes Z-, Mega, Raptor, BMM, Beast, and Jade's Fate, and took the set off of Sands. However, Sands is down, but certainly not out. As we continue on, it's the points advantage on the board says that the lead is in Sands' hand. That's not necessarily true until you see a stock taken. However, you want to roll in the face of Bowser, you're going to get forward aired, and now that lead is official with the stocks.
Well, nice PK fire to get Bowser off of him there. Oh, again? Oh, nice up he had a shield, punishing the down air. Ooh, okay. Sands has really changed things up right now.
Trying to catch these recoveries, but WebbJP taking a different angle that time, and eventually gonna take that first stock. So yeah, Sands doing a pretty good job of getting the momentum back in its corner. And yeah, I thought Sands was in trouble there, but trying to pick up on the down air, but full shielded. Sands not having any of that nonsense.
Oh, the Bowser Bomb right to ledge.
Yeah.
No fear. Nice parry, Alfie.
I like it, yeah.
Down air.
That thing picks up so much, man. That up B just on stage.
It's such a good out of shield option for Bowser.
It's the out of shield option for Bowser, for being completely honest. And Webb gets the lead back in its corner, and yeah, you're pretty high up there in terms of percentage. Any big hit's going to kill you. Certainly that will. But I mean, you're bringing it back, and I don't know if you're Sands. You kind of wonder at what point the pressure becomes too much.
Yeah, right. We're definitely seeing signs of life out of Sands right now. It's probably like his best game so far because of how well he's performing. Command grab gonna send Webb off stage. Oh, the up smash! This is completely doable for Bowser. One good read with like a smash attack or maybe a back air at the ledge will definitely take the game for him.
Yeah, I mean, one missed read, though, is going to lose the game, and that's going to be a back throw to put him in a disadvantage. The PK Thunder to try to knock Sands away. Instead, tries to give himself a little bit of space, so good call there by WebbJP. It seemed like Sands was just a little too close to ledge, so abandoned ship on the potential gimp, but Webb just caught him with the... Was that a... What?
I think he did like 2 down tilts on shield and the F smash, and Sands tried picking an option that made him drop shield and he got hit for it. I think that's what happened.
It seems like it picked it up behind him, though. Because he was aiming... He was facing the other way and swinging the other way. And then Sands went that direction. So I'm not the only one that saw that. I'm not crazy, right?
No, I don't. No, you're not crazy. I think the chat's also questioning what the heck that kill screen was.
I'm not. I didn't even. I haven't even looked at chat. Hang on. This is. Oh my gosh. Someone's saying don't ask. Look, if he didn't address Wi-Fi today in the direct, he's not gonna do it. So we are going to game number 5 between these two overall. WebbJP up 1-0 in true finals. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been commentating for 4.5 hours, but maybe I'm losing my mind. I don't know.
It's getting pretty crazy when tournaments go past midnight.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of amazing that we can go past midnight, because usually we'd have to be out of the venue by now.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was a re-grab.
Beautifully done. Yeah, good situational awareness, picking it up, and all it takes is one swipe of the hand for Bowser to take that stock. Sans, this is exactly the sort of advantage that you need. The question is now, how do you keep that momentum? Because that has been the problem against WebbJP thus far. And it is a very different thing, Eric Gordon. Like, I mean, you have the methods with which to take the lead, but it is a different thing mentally in order to keep it.
Well, that just could be it right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Thunder is such a good tool. I feel like at a certain point, Bowser just doesn't have any options to really get around it. He's just gonna have to hold that.
Well, yeah, for lack of an option, it seems.
If you have a shield. I feel like that's something Sans could be doing a bit more to alleviate the pressure that Webb puts on him when they're so close to each other.
Back throw. Gonna try to take advantage of this. Yeah, when Sans is off stage, that's generally bad and gets put on ice.
Until again, so strong, killing at 111 with no rage.
Yeah, no, I mean it's you don't want to be on the wrong end of any of Lucas's offensive measures, if we're being completely honest, because that thing can absolutely destroy you, whatever that thing is that Lucas decides to deploy. At 94% though, WebbJP's kind of
Oh my goodness!
bomb to take it, Sans fighting back in true finals. There is going to be no clean sweep here. So says King Koopa.
Dude, that's such a weird option. But hey, it worked. Not criticizing, but it's very unorthodox. But hey, sometimes you gotta pull out something in your pocket. You know, the ace up your sleeve, so to speak.
Oh, that was absolutely nuts, man. And we have seen him take some pretty ratchet stocks with that Bowser bomb earlier on in the night. But I mean, that seemed like it was that seemed like it had just a spike of revenge to it, especially the way that game ended in game 1. Because I did take a look at it. It was a clip provided in the chat. Thanks again, Ace Attorney, for the last hit, and it just turns out it was F smash, but it hit on the other side for some reason, and I'm not really sure how.
Let me look at this for a second. All right.
Yeah, go ahead and take a look at it. It's in the chat.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that is weird. Oh, you know, I think he went for side B out of shield.
And it hit on the final.
It hit on like the same frame that got grabbed. So then he got like grab released, but still got hit with like the thing, with like the F smash. I think that was it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the hitbox. I'm on the frame data site right now, and it seems to be like right when the extension happens. That's where the I don't know if it's intangibility frames that is or what, but yeah, you got hit. You were on the whole other side. I don't know if you got hit with a follow through or what, but that is unfortunate, man.
My goodness, the drop kick.
That's how you open up game 2. Yo, welcome to the compilation, WebbJP. You just got 0 to death by Sans.
That's kind of payback for the beginning of game 1 where he just Got 0 to death.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Sans might have just activated God mode. I don't know. Did he get the download here, do you think?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like something's definitely going to change. Again, nice up B out of shield. I think that's important because he's been doing that more often. So now whenever WebbJP gets in, his pressure is not as free anymore. He has to worry about that option.
Ooh. Nice little roll into the F smash. And yeah, you can't overcommit if you're Sans, and I kind of wonder how that affects his offense too.
Oh my goodness, these up airs are insane. Yeah, nice side out of shield to get a good punish. He's been getting that more off of down air too. Like whenever Webb down airs on the shield, we'll just...
Oh, PK projectile sends Sans off stage. It's not where you want to be. You want your feet firmly planted on the ground.
Oh, that might be stopped.
Bomb, not quite yet. No.
Amazing DI from Webb.
Webb's been DIing that for months on end now, so it is going to be the tilt that winds up taking it. Sans at 155. However, I think the stock might be lost here unless, yeah, oh, wow, he goes right to the platform. Well done. You have to do everything you can to avoid Webb on offense in that situation. You know he's waiting that ledge for you.
Dude, this honestly this looks like a different Bowser. Like, honestly,
oh my
it's
gosh!
so different.
Reads the get up and the forward smash. All of a sudden, don't blink, folks. Sans has the lead.
Dude, literally, it seems like a different person. Like, I don't understand. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that game went rather quickly, I gotta say. So, yeah, a bit more of an attitudinal approach here from Sans, and what we're seeing as we go to game number 4 is WebbJP. Strangely enough, on the ropes. I don't think I would have called this if I saw the first set, which I did, and that's why I didn't. But
yeah, I thought we were gonna see a repeat of something Raptor did similarly last week, as you've mentioned before, where it's gonna be 6-0 in grands, but no, Sans showing he won't go down so easily.
Yeah, the 6-0 on Mr. L, exactly. But I mean, what we're seeing from Sans, I mean, he's doing things that you're being almost mandated to do things suboptimally, right? Like, you know that you have to recover to ledge if you're Bowser. You don't want to go high. You're hanging up there for quite some time. But I mean, the whole reason he was able to get that off and get that those extra percentage points into the F smash read to end the game, I can't emphasize that enough. Oh my God! But the whole reason he was able to do that is because he recovered straight to the platform and didn't try to snap ledge, because that's what kept getting him killed off the stage the whole time. I mean, you utilize that up B, run your about at ledge height, and then you just make it back to the platform. WebbJP is not quick enough to react to that, and that eventually might have been what cost him the match. So 63% looking for the Bowser Bomb, not going to find it, but
WebbJP has been really eager getting off the ledge with like an aerial, so the Bowser Bomb was was an attempt to stuff one of those out. The prediction, but oh no, it gets caught underneath Stadium.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's going to happen though. The thing is do you let that discourage you? This is gut check time more than anything else, because you could let this go to game 5, sure, but
I got forward air was a bit desperate. He could have gotten down aired and reversal there.
Agreed. Oh man, you're getting Webb really is trying to speedrun this. He went for that down air with the quickness, man. As soon as he saw Sans off stage. Okay, so Bowser, so the side grab is going to take it, the command grab, for stock number 1 off of WebbJP. Sans with only 55 percentage points against him right now. This is more than doable, but you know, if you keep negating damage by using the neutral B, I'm not really sure if we can help you out here. Oh, PK freeze on the knockback.
Okay, nice Bowser LP to get past PK Thunder. That's been something that's been giving him a lot of trouble this whole set.
Sure seems that way, but again, looking for these jabs, not finding them. Sands keeps running into these PK freezes or comes damn close. Sets up into F smash, does WebbJP, good little drag down combination. And WebbJP gonna give himself all the space that he needs because otherwise you can't get hit by the giant dragon if you don't keep running into him. So that checks out logically.
Oh my goodness, he's going really deep with these forwarders. I feel like the SC from earlier kind of made him a bit antsy to get this kill.
Yeah, and this is still very doable for Sands, but he is down to his last stock here. And the Zair combination, just knock him across the stage with the Zair. That's just nigh upon rude. Come on, man. You can't just do that to the King of Koopas now.
Forward air almost take it.
Yeah, that runoff forward air has been paying dividends for Sands. Not quite going to take the stock, but the potential was certainly there in WebbJP. And Bowser bomb upon entry to the re-entry to the stage. Sands is sitting at 99% though and gets PK frozen. Does make it back, but that's a lot of damage to be eating. And again, how many times are you gonna get caught by this, man?
Oh, that was such a good recovery, going high, knowing that Webb is looking for the down smash at ledge.
Oh, sets up again the drag down into the F smash, same way that he took the stock just earlier on, and now game 5 situation, Air Gordon. This is going to settle it. Sands adapting and taking it almost to a position where he was able to win last game, and then WebbJP looking to win his 6th game between these two players. I mean, something's got to give, right?
Yeah, something honestly has to give. But going into the last game, I honestly don't know who really gonna who is the favorite going into game 5. Like, yeah, it's anyone's set right now, anyone's tournament.
See, what kind of worries me, and I'm sure that you can probably echo my sentiment at the very least here, Air Gordon, is the fact that that first stock is not what you want to give WebbJP. He's been here before. This is his house. Grand Finals is very much a stage that he is used to at this juncture. The last thing that you need to do is let him back into the set with something like an SD, and it will be decided here on Pokemon Stadium, where Sands has found considerable success. But I mean, this is I don't know if this gives anyone an advantage here. I feel like if he plays at least somewhat similarly to game 4, he can get this, but he needs to do it without the SD. He needs to make sure that he is there mentally enough to make sure that he can clean this up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. No. He said, "Oh, you zero to death me before. You might be getting the same fate," but Sands says no. There. He saw all those drag down nairs that WebbJP was doing and said, "You know what? Let me give those a shot real fast."
Oh, I think WebbJP is catching on to Sands' Fire Breath patterns. So Sands is gonna have to mix it up and use Fire Breath at different places, different timing, something.
It would seem that way, and the drag down into F Smash, Sands has been caught by this 3 games in a row, it feels like. Could just be 2, but certainly he's lost 3 stocks due to it. That's a whole game's worth, and you can't really afford to lose many more. This is a full stock advantage that WebbJP has now, and Sands needs to do even more adapting on the offensive side of things now.
Oh,
if he wants to get back into this, he can't pick. He's gonna get PK frozen, and that's gonna be it. WebbJP looking to speed run game 5.
No. Oh, the S-Sat. Oh, no. That's not a good sign. This was such a great run by Sands.
No. It was a brilliant run by Sands, but he ran out of gas, and WebbJP, no lacking of energy there. He will take the 28th edition of Fusion.
I feel like that SD from game 4 just kind of kind of tilted Sands a little bit, and then it just kept piling on. Game 5. Just mentally, I don't think he was there.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, there was not a whole lot that you can do. But it's unfortunate the way that it ended, but congratulations to WebbJP. He is the king of the hill for a reason. Sands, what a remarkable run to get to second place. And I know that we are going to